Hello friends, welcome to Smart Education GDR. Today I am going to teach you some important questions, some conditional questions, how to ask question and how to answer. This is the very basic and very common way to improve our English, because when we start conversation, when we start asking questions, the great difficulty we face, we have lack of questions, we have lack of information, how to ask the question. So now through this session you will learn how to ask the question. It's very easy, because replying is one, but way to ask the questions are more than one. For example, how are you feeling? That only the one question here, but I am feeling good. But when I ask the same question by the different way, how are you feeling? How is your mood today? Okay? How is the life? Okay? How are you now? Okay? So this way the question can maybe more than one. That's why we have to focus on question formation. If you are able to ask the question easily, you can stretch your conversation long, conversation further. But when you don't have the question, how can we communicate? Generally, you might have observed when you talk to your friends, you talk long time. Even then, time is shortened when you talk to your friends. And having conversation 2 or 3 minutes or having conversation 2 or 3 hours are not sufficient when you talk to your friends, because you have no lack of information, you have no lack of questions, you frame question frequently, question after question, question after question. This is the process to improve our conversation. So here I am going to ask you some conditional questions. You are to reply according to your sense. For that, you can skip your video and then think your answer in your mind. After that, you listen my answer. Okay? For example, the first question, if you get second birth on this earth, so what would you do? This question. If you get second birth on this earth, so what would you do? First, you think in your mind. First, you think answer in your mind. After that, you listen my answer. As far as my answer is concerned, if I get second birth on this earth, I would do more better. I would do more. I would do better more. Okay, because my father said me to study properly. My mother scolded me many times for study, but I thought that time they are my enemy. I thought they are my enemy. They want their work done, that's why they pressurize me for study. My teachers scolded me in the class. I thought they are a type of a terrorist, they are a type of enemy, they torture me, they insult me before the all students of the class. But today I realized they were not my enemy, they were my well-wisher. If I have another birth on this planet, on this earth, definitely I would follow the instruction of my teacher. I work hard to make my career better. This is my thinking, this is my ambition or desire. Okay, that question number 2, if the God appears before you, before your eyes, so what would you ask and why? Skip the video and think. Okay, pause the video and think, not skip, pause the video and think. If the God appears before your eyes, so what would you do? Okay, if God appears before me, I will first touch its feet, touch their feet, and then I would ask wisdom, because everything can be done on the base of wisdom. Okay, I am not out of those people they ask money and other things, but I would ask wisdom. तुम अपना वो कंप्लीट कर लो क्वेश्चन है ना आगे वाले. If you have a chance to mend your mistake, so which mistake will you mend first? By the way, I have committed so many mistakes in my life, but as far as the biggest mistake I committed, that leave up opportunity and missing up opportunities. I had many opportunities in my life to make my career better, but I did not hear the knock of opportunities. I did not take it seriously. So that is why I am still regret. But I want to repair the mistakes that was done in the past, that I can again completed my remain work, my lost work, so that I could do better. Question number next है, you have to make your answer according to your choice, according to your knowledge. What should you have done? What you should have done but you couldn't, so you are still regret. By the way, I have lost many things, so I am still regret for them. But life is moving on, life is moving forward. So when we lost something, we achieved something in the last. Eventually we realized that nothing is lost, nothing is found. But I only miss one thing, that my golden time of school age, that was missed by me. I am still regret for that. I shouldn't have wasted the time running after the girls, running after passions, running after some artificial things, and running after extraordinary things like mobile and other things. So I will not repeat the same thing again. I am still regret for that, but that I should not have wasted time like that. कल वाले हो गए पूरे? जो बच्चे हो तो आगे के कर लो. ट्राई टू आंसर. वही एक तरीका है सीखने का. If you are slapped by any girl in the train due to pushing and jostling, so what would you do? If I am slapped by any girl in the train by pushing and jostling, if I am not on the mistake, so definitely I will replay and I will slap that girl too, and I will complain to the police for that mistake, because without information, nobody is allowed to beat anyone, nobody is allowed to touch anyone. So if it was my mistake, then I say sorry, otherwise that I will slap the girl again, okay, and complain to the police. If your mother is to be hospitalized because she has serious problem, but same time you have to attend your exam of 12th class, so what would you do? As far as here in front of me, the both situations are very critical and very important. Exam comes once in a life. It's the final victory or the final war of my life. Same thing, that mother is so precious and so important. I have a strong foundation with my mother. But as far as I am of the opinion, as far as I am of the mood that I will go to attend my mother first, I will not attend the exam. That exam can be conducted another time, but or next year. But the mother is so precious for me. My loving mother can never be left this way. So I'll hospitalize my mother and care for her. Question number 7. When your family member fights to each other, then what do you do and why? When my family member fights to each other, I will try to convince them. I ask them to be quiet. I take the side of the person who is right, and I understand the nature of all members in my family. I try to finish the reasons of fighting. So most of the time I be silent and try to settle the matter. If the God gives you all power for one day, so what would you do? There are many things to do. If God gives me all power for one day, then I will first punish all the criminals, punish all corrupt people and find the lost child, because every year in India, girls, boys, and girl child, baby boy are losting. So I have to find them. I have to find them and return to their own parents. Think about, if innocent child is lost somewhere, is kidnapped by someone else, after that that innocent child life become hell. There is no guarantee where will be the life of that child. How will be the life of that child? That child will be labor, child will be beggar, or child will be slave of someone, a child will be prostitute. It is difficult to, I think, when it is very heart rending when a small child is kidnapped by someone else. So I will try to find them out and beat them on the road crossing. Okay. What would you do? What would you like to become in next birth, girl or boy, and why? I think both are equal important, either girl and boy. If I will have a control on myself, even then I will not choice. I will not have the choice to become girl and boy. It is the wish of God. What will He make? It is the wish of nature. What He will make. By the way, I don't believe in next birth. There is no next birth. Even then, if you ask me this question, then I don't have any particular choice, that I am free from this choice, because I have no discrimination against the girl and boy. Girl and boy both are equally important. In every field, girls and boys both are dazzling their name, both are serving the country, either in forces, armed forces, or financial sectors, education or medical field. Everywhere, girls and boys have a equal contribution, equal importance. That's why I do not be in favor of any particular gender. Okay. Question number 10, what do you do when you are in the tension? Okay. First, I try to find the reason of tension and try to be happy, try to be calm, try to be joy, try to forget the matter that gives me tension or pressure in mind. Okay. Or I call my friends and go out for play, or go out for walking, or go out to spend time somewhere. Next, if someone give you 1 lakh rupees, so what would you do? If someone give me 1 lakh rupee, definitely I'll spend that money for social welfare, for betterment of the people's life, because 1 lakh rupees very important. If I need money, then I fulfill my basic requirement, but the 50% money I'll give for charity. Share the moment of situation of your life when you couldn't help laughing. There are many situations in life when we can't help laughing, but there are many situations, there is no any particular, there is no special, but you ask me. So once it happens, then I by mistake I went to the ladies toilet. I haven't read the signboard, I haven't read the display board of the, and I went there and I shocked, I feared. So it was after that I couldn't help laughing. It was my mistake. Okay. If you have all freedom, so what would you do? If I have all freedom, I will try to enter. I will try to enter the government offices and check their file, what they are actually doing, why they are involved in corruption, which kinds of works are being done in a primary house. So I will check all these things, and honest people should not be victimized, honest people should not be arrested, should not be punished, and corrupt people should not be shaved. So I will try this if I will have all the powers.